Who's ready for story time with RT Red, baby?
Story time. Story time. Story time.
Well, that's too damn bad. There's no time because it's time for the show.
Fuck!
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
We're back with another episode where we're gonna sip on some bourbon. We're gonna talk about some wrestling.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about them blockbusters.
That's
Camera?
not yet.
Okay.
Fuck!
Let's get to the bourbon.
Yeah, let's get to the important part of the show.
It's bourbon
Let's
time.
Drinking at
Ryan,
at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Ryan, what do you got for us?
I got a bourbon.
You do?
I do.
Hell yes. This is the first time out of 102 episodes.
I know. It's you know, it was about time. It was about time with the name of the show that we actually followed through. No, I have a I've never had this before. Never had the brand. Never even really seen it. But I was at the store. I was looking, you know, kind of just doing my thing, looking through. Got Lainey with me. Wasn't at 6 o'clock this morning. This was yesterday afternoon after I picked her up from school.
Oh, okay.
Nice little afternoon booze cruise. But my wife was there too. It was a family. It was a family ordeal. And I was looking. And I found a bottle that this week has a little extra special, just meaning behind it to me now.
Okay.
And that bottle is the Old Granddad.
Oh.
This is the Bonded. All right.
Never heard of this
Kentucky
one.
Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's 100 proof. It's a high rye mash bill. Let me read the old back here. It just says, bottle and bond in accordance with Old Granddad himself and the U.S. government. OGD, bonded and is distilled under the requirements of the century-old Bottle and Bond Act created to ensure the integrity of bourbon. OGD bonded bourbon is the product of one distillery and one distiller in a single season, barreled for at least 4 years and bottled at exactly 100 proof. Now, not super interesting blurb, nothing historically necessarily too interesting, like, you know what I mean? Like, didn't have like a cool spiel or nothing. The reason I did this one, well, two reasons. I saw a high rye mash bill and I thought Nathan might enjoy this one, but somebody's not fucking here again.
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, nobody knows.
Nobody.
No, what is he doing back there? And nobody knows what he's doing. Mom, the meatloaf. Fuck. Anyway, the primary reason that I got this bottle is because Thursday morning at about 2:30 in the morning, my grandpa passed away.
Oh man.
And I just I'd never seen this before, and I saw this, and I was like, you know what? That feels right.
It does.
So we're gonna give it a go. It's been a week.
Yeah.
We had to take Lainey to the emergency room Monday night. She's fine, but it was just kind of a scary moment for a little bit because we just didn't know what was wrong with her.
Yeah.
And then we were dealing with that throughout the week, and then my grandpa died Thursday morning. And it's my mom's dad, and so my mom, who's dealing with my grandma, her mom, fully gone in dementia right now.
Yeah.
So like, my grandpa was in the hospital an hour and a half away from my mom. My mom couldn't go see him because she's stuck at home taking care of her mom. It's just been it's been a fucking week.
It's been a deal.
So when you texted me yesterday about, are you going to post that? I was like, I'll work on it, but I completely forgot because once Monday hit, it was just, it's been a fucking week. So, yeah, kind of in honor of my grandpa passing. I
like him. I like the story.
Kind of an ironic way of honoring him, though, because he had a drinking problem. But,
I mean,
you know,
to make light of it, he would probably enjoy this, right?
He'd probably be like, "Attaboy." So, yeah, I thought we would give her a little little glimpse.
You are too good at that.
At what?
You know what?
Here's a little Porski for you. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the last time we had like a high rye mash bill too. I can't remember which bottle that would have been.
It's been a minute.
I'm sure we've had one, but yeah. I saw this. Like I said, my grandpa passed away, and it was just kind of like, that's just too fitting.
Yeah.
For me to see this bottle this week.
Is this the one that you took Lainey to see recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. That's the grandpa that I took Lindsay and Lainey both to meet for the first time 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, got to see him one last time. So that was good.
Good. Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
dog.
Here's to your grandpa.
Here's to you, Gramps. Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a ride.
Yeah.
It's a real ride. It's still going.
Yep.
I'm still on it.
It's like, it punches you in the mouth, then it stops, and then it just slowly comes right back.
Yeah, that was exactly it. Like smacked me in the face. Almost I mean, it's a high rye mash bill, so I kind of expected. It's not quite. It's not described as a sour mash, but there is that
A little
kind of
bit.
soury. Mm-hmm. My mouth's still watering.
Yeah.
Like it's still sending me through a ride.
Right at
That
the
is
tip of the tongue.
Very different than a lot of the bourbons that we typically have on here. But not bad.
Not bad at all. It's got a good sweetness to it that I like.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just wow. That initial ride, holy crap, you just boom.
It has a
whoo,
very
and then swing.
Yeah, it has a very interesting flavor too. Again, not in a bad way. It's just this is one of the more, I would say, unique bottles that we've had on the show.
Yeah.
At least in a while. I feel like we don't usually get them where we're both like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what was that? Outside of like the Bibb and Tucker double chart or whatever, but that was just because the smokiness of it caught us off guard. Like the flavor wasn't different.
Yeah.
This has like an actual unique flavor.
Yeah. I can't
I
pinpoint
can't
what it
pinpoint
is.
anything either. Yeah.
But like I said, it does have a good sweetness to it,
Yeah.
which I do like. So I'm gonna go 8.5 on this.
Okay,
I
nice.
actually am enjoying it. Like it's
Yeah.
and I think as it cools down a little more, it's gonna be even more enjoyable.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that I think it'll be interesting. Well, one thing I like, and it's one thing I like about drinking on the rocks. I know there's a lot of people out there that are just like neat only. They don't want ice cubes to water it down. I like getting the kind of profile change as the ice cube dilutes it a little bit and just seeing.
Yeah.
So I like to see just like the different ends of that spectrum there. So I'm excited to see what that's like with this one.
Yeah.
God, that's just so weird. Like it's different. It's unique. It's a very unique flavor of a bottle. So yeah.
What are you giving it?
Oh shit. I guess I gotta say
Don't
that.
bypass that.
Yeah, my bad. I'm probably gonna go an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go an 8. I was hovering between like 7.5, 8. It's definitely not my favorite one that we've had on the show for sure, but it's definitely not down at the bottom.
Yeah.
What fives or sixes that we've had.
I think I raised it just because of the ride it takes you on.
Yeah, and that's fair. I think that's kind of why, like, after talking that out, I was kind of leaning more towards the 8 because, again, it's not bad at all. It's a good bourbon.
Yeah.
It just was like, holy shit, I almost wasn't expecting almost any of that ride. Like it was like you expect to go on a ride when you're drinking, right?
Yeah.
But like that ride, it was like, I don't know, it was like I gotten like a self-driving car and I just said, you put in the destination, and then I'm just like, where are we going? I don't know what's in store.
Yeah.
So, which I like. That's solid.
Yeah. It's almost like the opposite of the Jeffersons we just had, where it was like kind of smooth and then just kind of slow build. This is boom, woo, and then back up. So
yeah, this is like when you're able to reload quickly and go for round 2. Because you're like, this is the foreplay, penetration, come quick, because that's us, and then you're done. And then you're like, oh, okay, a little cuddle and hard again. Okay, quick come. And then now it's like, okay, now I need a break. Right?
10 out of 10 description there.
That's pretty solid.
Oh, we got some bourbon talking points this week. Ryan, you post this.
Yeah,
and what do we got to talk about?
I mean, I feel like we have to, right? We got little bits and pieces of hot talk slowly working its way back to us. It's a glorious thing. I love this time of the year when it's just so much unknown, and around across the entire league, there's people moving teams. Draft happened. Like, you're trying to figure out what the fuck's in store. We lost people. Who do we replace them with? Is it going to work out? Salary cap wise, like, could we pick up any more free agents? You got the trade. You still have trades open until fucking late October or whatever it is, right? Like, you have so many things happening, and we found out that they release who the opponents are. It's like shortly after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But you don't know the actual schedule. And then they finally released the schedule Thursday night.
Yes, we did.
And I think there's quite a few things to be excited for on the schedule for the old Seahawks. Firstly, we get 6 primetime games. Yep. We're one of, I think, 4 teams that have 6, and then they gave the Rams actually have 7 primetime games.
Yeah.
But we have 6 primetime games. It's the franchise best. It's the most we ever had. The last time we won the Super Bowl, they gave us 3 primetime games, and none of them were at home.
Yeah.
5 of our 9 home games this year are primetime, which is fucking dope.
That is great.
That's national stage. That's national recognition. Everybody's watching that game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everybody watches primetime games. It's the only one on at that point.
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't you, if you're a true football fan? Couple other things. We got week 1 versus the Patriots.
Rematch.
Wednesday night.
Week 1. So fucking weird.
It's wild. Do you know why, though?
No.
So the reason it's the Thursday night game, right? So the reason is because this year is the first year that the league is having a game played in Australia. That game takes place between the Niners and the Rams in week 1 because it didn't make it makes 0 sense to have it anywhere else because that's the farthest flight of any international game, right?
Yeah.
It's essentially like somewhere along the lines, I don't know the exact time frame, but it's going to be like a 2-day travel type thing.
Gotcha.
Right? When you really like break it down. And so what that essentially allows, they're having that game on the Thursday. So they're still staying true to the Super Bowl champions opening being the first game of the regular season with us and the Patriots.
Yeah.
So Super Bowl rematch, 2 completely different teams, which is exciting. Like, anyone that thinks going into this game that it's going to be the exact same fucking beating, like, let's be real. It's the NFL. A lot of things changed. We lost and who fucking knows by the time week 1 rolls around, they may have fucking AJ Brown on their team, you know? Like, I know that's been a real big trade talk discussion here. So it's like, there's that. They've picked up a handful of other free agents. They've lost a couple also. Yeah. So have we, right? We've picked up, well, I guess we drafted some guys. We picked up really one notable actual free agent in Dante Fowler.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that game, not going to be the same. Hopefully it's the same result, though. Hopefully it's a week 1 dub for the Hawks. But that's the reason we're playing Wednesday, is because they're giving the Niners and Rams time to play Thursday, travel time, be able to get back into the States, settle down, and still have their regular prep week for week 2.
Yeah.
Which, even though they're division rivals, and usually it'd be real easy to write off, say, fuck them, make them play Sunday, travel, only have Wednesday to Friday or Saturday to get ready for a game. In all fairness and equity across the league, I totally get it, and it's the right call.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially considering they also have the Niners hosting a home game in Mexico City in like week 16 or something. Yeah. So it's like you're making them travel twice to internationally, and it isn't like where like the Jags have played 2 games in a row in London.
Yeah.
Because they just stay there, right? Like
exactly.
they're traveling hella far, the farthest it's ever traveled, and then they're having to travel again later in the season. I get it.
Yeah.
So that's that. We get 3 not only do we get 6 primetime games, we get 3 in a row.
Which is like wild. That's wild.
It's like the 15th, 25th, and like of October, and then like October 2nd or however the dates work out. Because it's at Denver Thursday night, home against the Chiefs Sunday night, home against the Bears Monday night. So that'll be a fun stretch too. Yeah. Three straight primetime games, all three of which are like, there's not a ton of cakewalks on our schedule.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, that's a tough stretch.
Yeah, that's a tough stretch. After our bye week's a tough stretch too. We have like 3 divisional games. What was it? 3 divisional games, 2 games against AFC East and the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah.
And maybe even it might be 3 games against the NFC East. The Giants might be in there too. I can't remember. We have a week 10 bye. So, yeah.
Yep.
But I think the biggest thing out of the schedule release, inarguably, is the matchups against the Rams, the timing of them in the schedule. We don't face the Rams for the first time until week 16 at home, Christmas night.
Yikes.
Prime time, Christmas night, at home against the Rams. That's going to be a fucking big game, obviously. Like, arguably, right now on paper, I am not sure there's anybody, fans or anyone involved in the league, that wouldn't look at that as arguably the biggest game of the entire NFL season, considering what took place between these two teams last year, the outcome of the playoffs, everything, right? Then, you turn around 2 weeks later, and we go to the Rams week 18 to end the season. So, high risk, high reward here for the league, right? Because you could have either of these teams potentially regress and bomb the season.
Yep.
And then you end up with that potentially both, or at least the week 18 game potentially being like a meaningless game.
Yeah.
Right? Or you have
you had
week
last
18
year.
come down to it being like the winner of this game's the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
You know, or winner of this game's at least the division winner or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think it is interesting. You look at difficulty, strength of schedule. The NFC West is the only, oddly enough, the Cardinals have the number 1 hardest schedule of the year.
That poor team can't catch a break.
These other like one of the worst teams in the league and have been for a while now. So that we're like number 4.
Yeah.
The Rams are maybe number 3, and then the Niners are number 13. So we're the only teams, we're the only division in the league that has all 4, the entire division, in the top half of the league when it comes to difficulty for strength of schedule. Like,
and we got the hardest division to play in.
Well, that's part of the reason why all of our strength of schedules are bumped up. Like, the Cardinals' strength of schedule primarily is probably stemming from the fact they have to fucking face the Rams, Seahawks, and Niners twice. If the Niners can stay healthy, dude, this is going to be a fucking 3-way scramble for the number 1 seed in our division.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, it's the three teams in the NFC. No, it's 3 teams in the NFC West, arguably are the 3 best teams in the NFC.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
It's pretty wild. It's fucking exciting.
Yeah. I'm
stoked.
It's nice to get those primetime games, 6 primetime games. We got a tough schedule, at least on paper. Right now, there's not a lot of easy games in there. So I'm a little mad, but also it could lead to excitement, storytelling like it was last year, where it's with the Rams 2 out of the last 3 weeks, which is crazy. So
yeah. I think also you look at a couple other things that aren't going to be like necessarily like the primary factor in what happens, but they're things that lean in our favor. And it's we're traveling. We're only traveling like 22,000 miles this season, which when you look at over the course of like the last 6 years, we have been like, I think the lowest was 28 and last season was 31. Right. The Niners are traveling like 34,000 or something. The Niners are number 1. The Rams are number 2 in distance traveling this coming season. We have like, I think we're like, we're pretty low on that list. I don't remember what we are, but we're pretty low on that list. So that's nice. Like I think we play the entire AFC West, and the most eastward team is the Chiefs, and they come to us.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's like we play the Panthers in Carolina. We play, the Commanders, I think, and the Eagles, I think, because then it's like we play the AFC. Oh, no, we play like the one random game that isn't actually one of like the structured things, because of the 19th game, right? Mm-hmm. Or not 19th, 17th. There's 17 weeks right now.
Yeah.
So that extra game that they added when they added the extra week to the season is the Patriots, and they're coming to us also.
Yeah.
So it's like, you really look at it, it's like, oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And then when the only East Coast game that could even potentially have weather affected for us, for the most part, is it like week 15, I think, against the Eagles. It's the week before Christmas.
Philly.
Yeah, because we go to Philly, week 15, 2:00 game. Yeah. So that's really the only one where there's potential for like weather to be an issue. Yeah. And then like one could argue maybe the Panthers week 17, but it's fucking Carolina.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So like typically their climate is pretty mild. So
yeah, for sure.
All of that considered, then you look at the one last thing is with the schedule release is looking at I forget exactly what they call it, but it's like the discrepancy of rest days between, so like for like how many days of rest you have and how many days of rest your opponent had, and we're tied for 6th best when it comes to that.
Nice.
We're at what's considered +8, right? So it'd be like if we played Sunday and we're playing say we're playing the Chiefs the next Sunday, and the Chiefs played Monday and played us, we're +1.
Yeah.
Does that make sense how that works out? So when you look at it all considering, we're up. And I'm sure us playing Wednesday, week 1, and then turning around and playing the Cardinals week 2 after we just had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When they play Sunday of week 1, right?
Yeah.
And then we turn around, they're like +4 just there.
And then that stretch of 3 in a row, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday, Sunday, and then a Monday.
Yeah, that helps.
So, we're like a +6. I think the Cardinals were the next closest at +1. And then the Niners are the only team broke even at 0. And then the Rams are -6. So we're +8, 1, 0, and -6. So, yeah, I was stoked. It was an exciting time, and I love that time frame, and just getting to get that much closer. And next up is OTAs and
then the Hall of Fame game, and then it's time.
Yeah, it's OTAs, training camp, Hall of Fame game. Well, yeah, Hall of Fame game is the first one for preseason, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hawk Talk.
We're getting closer to being back weekly.
That brings us over to
belts. Ding, ding, ding.
Ryan, you had the task of watching Raw, so it's my esteemed pleasure to ask you, what do you want to talk about?
That slightly sounded like a bong hit. Nope, just the bourbon. All right. First thing, Dirty Dom versus OG Grande Americano. It was a good fucking match.
Yeah, it was.
It was a really good match. Like, really just, like, Dom has come so fucking far. We all know OG Americano is a baller in the ring.
Yeah.
We know that. He's so fucking good. He's phenomenal. Dom, obviously, we have been just riding him for a while now, just on how good he has improved. But this might have been one of his best in-ring performances, considering the talent level of who he's going up against.
Yeah.
And I thought it was phenomenal. Like, I really did. I thought it was really good. I actually really enjoyed the ending too, because it was like just when it looks like OG Americano's about to actually get the upper hand. and like potentially fend off the attack, which has been the usual thing. Yeah. They still hit you with the same thing where the interference costs him. But the way they did that, where he gets distracted trying with the mask versus mask match coming up soon, him trying to do it early and rip it off and set up perfectly for the 619.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually really well done.
Yeah.
And Dom's ability to hit the 619 and the immediate quick shift to get to the top rope and just no hesitation hit the frog splash is one of the best 1-2 punches I think in the business.
Yeah,
like
such a great setup.
He hits the 619 and there's no hesitation. It's immediate. He's up and then he's in the air. Yeah. And yeah, it's great. So I thought that match was really well done.
I thought the match was good too. I like how they've continued this partnership of Dirty Dom and El Grande Americano. They've had dealings for spanning a year now, you know, and everything. So I like that that's been going on, and it still can tie into the OG versus El Grande going on as well. So multi-level storytelling here. Dom still gets to be the champ and still hype up that other match and everything. So well done. Well done.
Yeah, dude. Next up, Obafemi is a fucking menace.
Yes.
He is so fucking good, dude. This the entirety of like he comes out, calls it out, is waiting, and here comes Adam Pearce with his little bitch ass. And then Oba's little jab as he's like storms out of the ring. He's like, I'm not standing for this. Fuck this. And he walks up and he says, you can't do your job. I was like, that's awesome. He's like, you can't do your job. I'm fucking doing it then. And he walks back and just immediately sees the fucking Los
Garces.
Yeah, Los Garces. And just fucks them both up, grabs them, brings them, carries one, drags the other out to the ring. It was just like, we talked about not wanting Oba to just kind of go back to squash matches. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I would. This was obviously a squash match in the, you know, like the kind of this like the base definition of it, but this was so different that this was a forced like beating. Yeah. Right. Like this wasn't just like a setup match. This was a forced, like nobody wants to fucking confront Obafemi, so Obafemi's going to force people to do it, to just continue to assert his dominance until somebody worthy actually is like, fuck this, and steps up.
Yeah.
And I love that. Yeah. That's phenomenal. So I thought that just the absolute, was it fucking Berto ducking the fucking catch and just letting his buddy just fucking eat the throw.
I love that
like,
part.
Oh my god! And then for it to turn, like, go one step further, it turns into him then taking the worst part of the beating. Yeah. He's the one that takes the fall from grace, which is such a fucking.
I love that.
It's a sit out last ride. It's insane. Like Jesus, man. It's the Batista. It's Batista and Undertaker had a child, and that's what their moves birthed is the fall from grace. It's just like Jesus, man. So
First of all, I don't think, like I've mentioned it to you off camera, but Oba is a phenomenon. Like he's just
we've said that multiple times. Yeah,
but just. It's how insane. He gets the crowd to do his strut, and everyone's doing it, the chant, to just his presence in the ring is just incredible. I mean, even fucking
at Backlash when Cena announced the tournament, and he just mentioned Oba.
Yeah,
the crowd goes crazy and they chant Oba, Oba for the next fucking minute while Cena's still talking. Right? Like he is a phenomenon. This is a once in a fucking generation,
superstar,
possibly lifetime. Like, in all honesty, who compares to this?
No one.
Nobody.
To me, no one.
Nobody. I don't think anyone started this hot. With this size, with this just. I mean,
you could pick parts. Like you could say, Brock Lesnar was very similar when he first came up in ring domination, but then you could say like Fandango had the dancing going on in the crowd and got everyone, and that's kind of the strut. But not one person encapsulates and all of that.
Yeah, and Taker, right? Like Taker, just the entirety of just what that character was.
Yeah,
and just the lore behind it, right?
Yeah,
but he started rough. Mm-hmm. Brock still has zero promo skills. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, Brock's entire career was promo-less. That's why he had to be partnered with fucking Paul Heyman for so long, because he's terrible on the mic. Fandango...
No, well, yeah.
You know,
I mean, I only brought the dance.
No, I know, but like still, right? Like, even like Daniel Bryan with the Yes Movement. Like, there's so many things that you could take pieces to. Yeet.
Yeah.
Right? Cody Rhodes' fucking entrance. Seth Rollins. Whoa. Yeah. Like, there's so many things that are over like that. LA Knight with the yeah. Right? Like, everything. But the entire fucking package. Utter dominance. Just the ability on the microphone, the entrance. He's got the whole crowd over. It's fucking crazy.
It's awesome, dude. It's really awesome. And then to just go on to the Obafemi challenge, you know, I like that it switched. You know, no one wanted to do it, and then he forces it. I love that part. It was creative. Yeah. And then what I'm hearing is they're going to switch it up too, where there might be money involved, like with the matches, where if you can last 3 minutes with Oba, you win a set amount of money. So
that would be new. That would be different. I don't mind that. It just adds
another wrinkle to it, and I'm here for it.
The thing is, this has to eventually lead to just a strap a rocket to his back fucking astronomical push. Like, if it's not going to be Jacob, Oba needs to be the one that fucking ends Roman. Mm-hmm. And I mean ends Roman.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you want to talk about the fucking mountaintop that everybody puts fucking Roman Reigns up, even though he's nowhere fucking close in the history books. Like, realistically, statistically, with his championship reign, whatever, but like realistically, and the fact that he was forced on us in so many WrestleMania main events, so I'm sure he holds the record for that.
Oh, he does, for sure.
When you really think about character work, you think about actual in-ring performance and everything, he's not even fucking close. So you put Oba, who is 100 times better than anything Roman's ever done, alone. Put that caveat in there, because the Bloodline storyline is arguably one of the greatest storylines in the history of wrestling. So I will say that. But a lot of that was not Roman. He was only there for a third of it. So, but like, Oba should be the fucking one. Like, give the belt to Oba, and then keep that fucking money line thing going.
Yeah.
He'll put the title on the line. You get the championship, and you get the money.
Yeah.
How fucking cool would that be? That would be so different. If Obafemi was the WWE champion and held a fucking open challenge every week because he's just that fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, how cool. And then once they finally have a dude that can realistically knock him off, like, how monumental is that? That would literally be like Hogan beating Andre at WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that would be that magnitude. So,
true.
Oba's he's just fucking amazing.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. Next up. Talking to the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu just absolutely fucking destroying the Bloodline.
Yep.
That's fucking phenomenal. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
It was great. He starts getting his ass kicked, says you're going to have to beat the acknowledgement into me, so Roman tries, and then that backfires immediately, and he gets fucked up, and then the Usos got fucked up first, and then the Usos come back out, and he stops halfway up the ramp, and then he fucking Braun Breakers the bitch, and hits the fucking Samoan fucking running hip attack on all three of them straight through the barricade. It was glorious. Everything about that was a phenomenal close to the show.
Yeah. I absolutely love that they built on what they did at Backlash, where we were just like, damn, they built a guy that can go toe-to-toe with Roman believably, and then start past that, closing the show, and then built on to Raw as well. Loved it. Loved every bit of it.
So one thing I can't stop thinking about, and I was waiting until this talking point to talk about it because we were just on the Obafemi. What if it is Jacob that knocks off Roman, takes the championship? We would all love that. I think that's probably what most people want. Imagine Jacob in this Jacob against Obafemi. That's a match because Jacob's not one that you're just gonna like fucking put down like that, right? Like, and he's like believably
that's
maniac.
a mania match.
Yeah, that's a mania match. Like he's a maniac, right? Like he's an unhinged fucking just doesn't matter what you throw at him, he's a fucking dog. He's just gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
And Oba's fucking Oba. Right? So like whoo, that would be a fucking moneymaker. That's a fucking, I don't know, man. That's a type of match that you could potentially have main event both nights of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Yeah,
and not
like
be tired of it.
You have some fucking stipulation where like this match could end up leading to another match the next night or some fucking weird shit.
I mean,
right?
that would be night one, it leads to nobody wins, but like pure destruction. And then they announce, no, we're not going to do this
match or some shit.
Last man standing night 2. Like,
just that would be so awesome. Or fucking Iron Man match.
Yeah, just something.
We talked about how we don't get very many of those, and it's been a while since we've had one. Like, how fucking cool would it be to have an Iron Man match between Jacob Fatu and Obafemi?
Just a car crash.
Like, and the best part about it is it's like two dudes that you wouldn't expect to be in an Iron Man match.
100%.
Right? Like, you wouldn't expect that because they're just not like, neither of them are your typical WWE like main dudes either, which I think is the coolest part about this. Like, look at some of the guys that are like these NXT dudes that are just being brought up, that are being pushed, and then obviously also Jacob Fatu. Like, none of them are your fucking Cena's, Rocks, Triple H's, Romans even, right? Like your Seths, like Punks, none of them. You have fucking Jacob Fatu, Obafemi, Javon Evans, fucking Trick Willie, like all these dudes. They're all very unique characters, in their own right. It's pretty fucking. It's a pretty cool time to be a wrestling fan. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
We are seeing the downfall and decline of the majority of. We still have a handful left of our childhood heroes, right? And they're all going to be going away here within the next few years, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then you also have the last generation of dudes that have ran the company all now on the backside. Yeah. In fucking Cody, Seth, Punk, Roman.
They're not wanting to go the long distance anymore either.
So now you have this next generation and Braun, right? Like, I think Braun is probably out of all of those guys is like your more
typical. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool.
It is a wild time. I like it.
And that brings me to my banger of the night. And this was like the perfect kind of like, what's that called? Transition, yeah. Segue is what I was going for.
Oh, okay.
Into this and just talking about the future and talking about how fucking exciting it is. We had one of the best women's matches in recent memory take place on Monday Night Raw between Io Sky and Sol Ruca.
Yep.
That match absolutely fucking torched that fucking arena.
Yeah.
They chanted this is awesome like 5 times. Right? Like, and it was from start to finish. There were, a couple little things here and there, but they weren't things because the match was so good and everything was so solid other than it that it didn't take you out of it. Yeah. It was, oh my God, man. Sol Ruca is, I said strap a rocket to Oba's back. Like you're strapping a rocket to Sol Ruca's back right now. Yeah. Like since she came to the main roster, she has gone fucking almost all the way to the end and almost beat Liv Morgan in what was a phenomenal match that we talked about. She's fucking stood toe to toe and confronted Becky Lynch in what is, I'm sure, going to be a future match that will be fantastic. Io Sky now, right? Like she knocked off Bayley at Saturday Night's Main Event last year. Yeah. Right? Or earlier this year. I forget which one it was. It
was that Saturday.
It was Cena's. Yeah, it was Cena's last night. Yeah. So December, yeah. Like she has been nothing, and she's fucking lost 2 of the 3.
And then wasn't she close to the final 3 in Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Right? She was. So you're just looking at somebody that you can tell the creative and the higher ups, everybody are just like, she's special. Mm-hmm. And she is. Like, you can fucking see it in the ring, man. She's so good. And Io is, like, Michael Cole always says that she's the best in-ring performer. Yeah. And, like, for a reason, he says that. That's not just him fucking spitting bullshit. Yeah. Like, that's Michael fucking Cole.
He's not saying that about anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's only saying that about her. And for Sol Ruca to go fucking toe-to-toe with her all the way to the very end and essentially...
be her own demise.
Exactly. And it be her going for her move, Io reading it, dodging, and going immediately for the quick roll-up. You know how I feel about most of the time roll-up finishes, but this one made so much sense and was done so well because it's like the Soul Snatcher, if she misses, that is kind of a devastating miss, right? Like she's doing a full front flip and smacking into the ground. That can fucking shock you for a second. You don't hit it clean. All of a sudden you're shocked, like that's believable, and then Io just goes for a roll-up while she's kind of like dazed. It fucking makes so much sense. Yeah. It was a perfect end.
You can't argue that ending.
No, not at all. And it was a perfect ending because you keep Io thriving, which is, you need to do that. Like, that was one thing I was thinking. I was like, fuck, this is almost a lose-lose because you don't want to you don't want Sol Ruca to knock Io off right now.
Yeah. But you also win against Asuka.
Yeah, but you also don't want Sol Ruca to take like just a fucking clean loss here. So that was a perfect way to do it, where it was just like a rookie slip, right? A rookie mistake leads to a veteran fucking move. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. It protects Sol Ruca, keeps her clean. Yeah, she took the L, but then it also, and this is a tag on to my banger. It's fucking Becky Lynch, dude. We barely saw her. We saw her for a split second in the back, confronting Sol Ruca and calling Io Genetti, right? Yeah. Like, just that whole running fucking theme, which is hilarious because that's nowhere near close to true at all. Yeah. And it's just like everything about Becky and then the confrontation, which is continuing to push that, which we're going to get at some point. Like, it was just chef's kiss. That's why it was my banger. It was phenomenal.
I don't have a lot to add because I have all the same thoughts to you. Yeah. And if you follow Sol Ruca through NXT, you didn't see her miss the Soul Snatcher a lot. So it was really kind of refreshing to see it actually happen and see what repercussions come from it. And it was a loss to a veteran. Yeah. But no, the match cooked. You're seeing two of the best go toe-to-toe. Mm-hmm. And I know we talked about it when like Stephanie went up to the main roster last year and seeing her go toe-to-toe with Io in her first match on the roster, and you're just watching that end in DQ and you're like, what a waste. I know. It was such a banger of a match. Yeah. You get this where it's the perfect. They fixed it, right? Yeah. So I think it was well done. Well done.
Yeah, it was great. Well, let's bring us over to you there, old RT Red.
On SmackDown.
You got the SmackDown.
What you got for me? I think I figured out the problem with Solo. And I don't know why it's taken so long.
Solo Sikoa?
Yeah, Solo Sikoa. I think he's being put in long, drawn-out storylines. Every single one of his storylines are long, drawn out. And they're not ones people want. Maybe the White Six at first. That was cool, the face-off. But then they drug it out for a year.
So long.
6 months.
Which then ended up leading to the White Six getting fucking canned.
Yeah. And even the new bloodline, it was cool at first. Yeah. You had the interaction with Paul Heyman looking like a wreck. Yeah. Led to the OG. It should have just stopped, right then and there.
But nope, you brought the same group back and just called them something different.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Like, he is good in the ring when he's in a good story. Like right now, you're just kind of bored of seeing him because he's Now we got this whole long drawn out Tama, is he gonna leave the MFTs? And it's just been going on. Shinsuke is back in the background, just talking to him every fucking week
for months,
and nothing has come of it other than now he got beat up by Tala. So fix that, because Solo is entertaining. He can be entertaining.
Absolutely, he's funny as shit.
Dive into that. I don't like the pairing of him going after Royce Keys. I think it's a good way to get Royce Keys a win, but Solo hasn't done anything meaningful.
So it doesn't really mean anything for Royce Keys to get the win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to point that out just because a light bulb went off, and I was just like, what the fuck? He's just in these long-ass, drawn-out storylines no one cares about. And I think that's a problem in WWE in general, is they're doing these long-term things for the wrong storylines. Like, Gunther, Seth should have been long-time feud.
Yeah, true.
And that was 3 weeks and done.
Yeah, and Gunther, Cody.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the only real interaction we've had between them was fucking...
the Crown Jewel.
Yeah, Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago?
Yeah. And it was... Now you have him attack Cody, and then it's like 3 weeks later, they're going to battle at fucking Clash of Italy.
Clash in Italy, yeah.
Right? So it's just like, you're doing all these short fucking builds for these big moments and what should be big stories, and you're doing these long, drawn-out bullshit for the things that don't matter.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck.
Same with Randy and Cody. Like, they had the perfect long-term story.
Yeah.
But didn't pull the trigger. They just put Pat McAfee last 3 weeks into the feud. Like,
for no reason.
It's just, I think that's something they can work on.
Yeah.
Next up, I'm loving the Chelsea Green chasing after Tiffany Stratton. It gets Chelsea Green on our screen, which is always welcome. I have a smile.
Always a good thing.
It's either Danhausen putting a smile on my face or Chelsea Green.
Yep.
So I'm here for it. Or R-Truth. Yeah, for sure. I hope eventually they do pair up or do, but it's gonna be funny the build up to it because it's just gold.
I feel like it could potentially lead to being like a Royal Bliss type.
I kind of compared it there, and thing. I wrote that down, but I was like,
where it's like Tiffany's the Charlotte in the situation, and Chelsea's the Alexa.
Yeah,
trying to like pull her in, kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm loving it. Tiffany's start to the promo was a little rough, just waiting for the segment to happen in the background, but then Chelsea came on. I was just like, this is gold. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it happen. All right, next up, we got Gunther, Cody, and Royce Keys situation going on here. I was first annoyed. I'm like, this is just childish Gunther not signing a contract and whatever. I'm like, where is this going? I like the twist of Royce going.
I loved that.
I was like,
because that was totally different, totally new. I was like, I'm gonna hijack this just for a second. The idea of Cody, them showing Cody in the very beginning of the show holding the contract already and walking in, it already felt like something was different.
Yeah.
And then he comes out and he starts throwing chairs. He gets a table up. He's the one that sets up a contract signing. Like, I was like, this is new. This is different. Yeah. If you're going to fucking continue with these goddamn bullshit contract signings that mean absolutely nothing because every other match that we ever fucking see, it never has a contract signed. Yeah. So like, this makes no sense. At least you're doing it different and you're not just sticking to the same old fucking formulaic bullshit. Yeah. And so that, and then you throw in the Royce Keys, like Gunther's like, oh, no, I'm going to do it on my, and Royce Keys is like, you ain't going to sign it?
I'll do it.
I'll fucking do it. And he walks down and Cody's like, fuck it, yeah, go for it. Let's do it, because then that continues to show the fighting champion of Cody too, right? Yeah. He's not just like, whoa, this isn't for you, this is for him. He's like, fuck it, if he's not going to do it, go for it. Let's do it. Let's set this match. Let's go. I want to fight. Yeah. So it's like, it kind of goes back to then adding a little bit more of like the ability of Cody.
Yeah.
Kind of getting back to a little more likable side of Cody.
Not just being serious all the time. Like the whole setting up the table and everything was totally unserious. Yeah. I loved it.
It was great.
Yeah, it was such a good segment there. And then I like that it turned into a number one contenders match. Like we don't do that anymore.
We never have number one contenders matches and for almost anything outside of the women's tag team titles. Right? Like, or if they do, it's a fucking gauntlet match or some shit, right? Like, yeah, it's very rarely is it just like, okay, you know what, fuck it, you two versus you two for the number one contenders. I mean, for the main title.
It was such a pivotal part to title matches back in the day. Why not do it? Like, It's
Absolutely.
easy storytelling,
Yes.
adding a wrinkle to everything, and I like that. So I was here for it. The match didn't really deliver for me. There were some cool parts. Like, I think these two could have had a better match with a bigger build because it's like a meat fest. They're both chopping each other and everything. Match felt a little rushed to me, but what I really liked was at the end, Gunther talking at the camera in the corner.
That was a really cool fucking camera angle for Cody to
Cody
attack.
just popped up, and the crowd, like, you could barely hear them reacting to Cody.
Like, they did, but they didn't, which made the watching it on TV even better.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
So turning it into the crossroads, I thought the ending was great.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I loved it.
And then my banger of the match, or banger of the night, was a match.
Perfect.
Mello versus Ricky. All is right in life. Mello is back on our TVs.
I know.
And Mello and Ricky delivered. Ricky delivered some pretty stiff shots in there. There's like,
That fucking driver.
Yeah, it's similar to a burning hammer move, but like that looked fucking devastating.
The cool thing was I felt like the move did look like it was supposed to be like that. Right? It didn't look like it was like a botch that you were like, oh my god, he just fucking killed Mello. You were like, oh my god, that was a move, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then the announcers even played that off too, because like they were talking about that driver when they came back from commercial break.
Yeah.
Right. So that was a devastating move.
The DDT later on was like one of those spike ones.
Yeah.
And it was there was a lot of hard-hitting moves in there. I think the match delivered. I'm super pumped that Mello's back on our TV.
Yeah, and that he got the win, because that was the thing, was I was like,
you could have easily jobbed out to Ricky.
Easily. And again, this is another roll-up finish, right? But again, one that fully made sense.
Yes.
So it's like, because again, you don't necessarily want Ricky Saints to take a clean loss 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Right, because you just fucking lost to Cody last week.
Yeah.
Right, so then you have Mello return, and now you're going to have him lose to Mello, but you don't want him to necessarily move or lose. Did I say Ricky Saints?
Yeah, you said Ricky.
That's his name in WWE?
Yeah, Ricky Saints. Yeah.
Okay, fucking got real confused there for a second. I was like, shit, I said the wrong thing.
No.
So yeah, and like you don't necessarily want him to take another clean loss, just with like the obvious kind of like what they're trying to push him a little bit, or at least help build him.
Yeah.
But also with like how much people have been like longing for Mello back. Like I was gonna be so fucking pissed if they bring Mello back after being gone for a month and a half and then fucking lose to Ricky Saints. Like I would have been like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
So I thought that was also another good, like the match was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the outcome was correct.
Yeah. No, I agree. I even loved their promo in the back. It was just, both of them are good on the mic, and they just let them go at each other.
Yeah.
So it was a good night. I don't think SmackDown was great by any means, but it had some highlights.
hard for that to happen, but yeah.
Total side blurb is Danhausen trying to revive the gingerbread man, or is it someone else? It was a quick segment.
Who knows?
It's the first time we're not talking about Danhausen and the talking points.
That's true.
But I could totally see him trying to revive the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
That brings us over to the belts question of the week. I pose this: what is a moment in wrestling that happened where you knew it would lead to something special, and it did? This could be whether it was in one event or spanned over some time. What is that moment?
So the moment itself was one event, but then the outcome spanned over some time. And this is one that we have talked about before, but not necessarily at a ton of length. But I'm saying the ladder match for the WWE title between The Undertaker and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
That match was one where in the moment, nobody probably really expected, like, what the fuck are we doing? Why is Taker defending his title in a ladder match against Jeff Hardy, who was a tag team wrestler, primarily at that time? This was like 02-ish, somewhere in there, 03 maybe.
I believe 02.
02, yeah. And I think to me, like Jeff obviously being one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, arguably my favorite wrestler of all time, and also just like at that point, like one of my favorite wrestlers then, too, you know, and only ever really knowing him in tag team action for the most part, you know, some single stuff with like the hardcore title, stuff like that, maybe the IC here and there, or maybe the European even, stuff like that. But it was like primarily him and Matt were a tag team. And then you have this match where it was like, I feel like this was the true moment for fans watching and for the locker room, everybody that was like, he's going to be a fucking like single star.
Yeah.
And even with the demons he battled personally, it still came to fruition in what, 08?
Yeah.
When he won the 08, when he won the title in the triple threat match.
Yeah.
And then which led to arguably one of his best fucking rivalries with Randy Orton when he lost the match. Right? Like it was just all around, it was great. Like that, does that entire kind of just like
the build up
6 to 8 year fucking time frame there. It was that ladder match though, was like after the match, like, because he just gets this fucking shit rocked by Taker the entire match, but he's doing a lot of shit and he won't fucking stay down.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. And then like after the match is over and everything's all said and done, Taker comes back to the ring because Jeff won't fucking stay down, and he's like on the mic, Taker!
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like he's like pulling himself up, he's just limp as shit, and Taker comes out and he pulls him up and he just shakes his hand and pats him on the head.
Yeah.
And then he leaves, and then Jeff falls.
Yeah.
Right? Because he was just like, it was just one of those moments where you're just like, dude, this kid he's not just a tag team. Yeah, he's not just a tag team wrestler. He's not fucking Paul London. Yeah. Right? Who was pretty much only a tag team wrestler. As good as Paul London was in the ring, he was not believable as anything else. And Jeff, like, I think that match solidified Jeff's status as the ability to hold his own on his own and actually be pushed. And eventually he did.
Yeah. So 100%. That was such an iconic match too, and just the announcing, go ahead, make your famous, go ahead, kid, make yourself famous, and from JR on the announcing and everything, it was just such a gold thing. Good on WWE to believe in him, through the demons and everything, and let him work on himself. Whether he relapsed or whatever, they still gave him the time. Although it was 8 years later, it still felt special. We were all there when he won that title, and everyone was jumping for joy. It was incredible, right? So, hell yeah, man. Yeah. Great moment.
Yep. What about you?
I'm going to the year 2006.
Okay.
It was One Night Stand. And it was from the moment the show opened with Paul Heyman thanking everyone, saying this show wouldn't be around if it wasn't for the fans. And it's in the Hammerstein Ballroom, where the crowd is just very, very loud and proud, very fans lively out there. Very colorful. And then the opening match is Randy Orton, Kurt Angle, and it's just the crowd going ravenous on Randy Orton, just calling him slurs and everything. And just, it was wild. You knew the night was going to be special.
Yeah.
And then the main event happens where Cena, the Golden Boy, tosses her shirt into the crowd. It gets thrown back at him. Got the sign in the crowd saying, if Cena wins, we riot. And then RVD wins the championship. Just kind of one of those guys, similar to Jeff Hardy, where you're just like, he's that good. We all know he's that good. Does WWE believe in you to push you to be the guy?
Yeah.
And it finally happened that night.
Yeah.
Didn't end great for him because of demons.
Yep.
But it happened. Yeah. And it was a memorable moment. It was incredible.
Fuck. Yeah. Man. God, I remember watching that because of that opening match and the crowd just being like they were fucking mad.
Yeah.
because it's ECW One Night Stand, and you start the fucking night with Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton, who are in no way, shape, or form either ECW guys, right?
Well, Kurt Angle was about to be ECW, and then he saw Raven get crucified on a cross, and was like, "Nope," and went to WWE.
Yeah, so it's just.
But still, I agree.
For the fan base to be like, it's fucking ECW One Night Stand, and like what they're expecting, and then you start the night with that. But then for it to go the way that it did, I think was also like a good play on WWE's part.
Yeah.
Right? Because like they set it up with kind of a bummer for those fans on purpose to build that.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the night obviously went the way that it did, and there were some really fucking wild moments.
Yeah.
Sabu was that, right?
Yeah, it was Sabu versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, and then was Sandman, I believe, made it over. Was that the first One Night Stand?
He was in the first one in 2005. But I think he was in. I'm pretty sure
that's right. 05 was the first one,
and 05 was more true, just ECW. Yeah. There was some WWE,
which almost makes that fucking the opening match of the 2006 one even better.
Yeah,
right, because they're
JBL doing his wild ass promo against ECW.
Yeah.
It was a special night.
Yeah,
culminated by a special moment, and we had similar guys. You know, you, Jeff Hardy, me, RVD. So
yeah, for sure.
That's pretty cool.
Those two dudes have put on some fucking killer matches together.
Yes.
They're fucking
the invasion match.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what that was for. Was that for the hardcore? Was that for the?
I think that was the hardcore.
Was that the hardcore
later on
European
they did
or something? One of the two. Yeah.
So,
that fucking spike DDT in that match was the invasion match was fucking killer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jeff lost, but.
ECW needed some kind of win there.
It's true.
RVD was easily probably the biggest name from the invasion. You know,
him or Booker.
Not a lot of big names came through for that. So that was good. That brings us over to
Blockbusters.
Lights.
Camera, action.
We got a couple of focus features.
We sure
Ryan,
does.
What do you got?
This is pulling back to one of our
in the news,
more recent in the newses. Yeah, this was a month or two ago, I think, when the teaser came out. But we got the Hawk, and we got the initial full blown everything for it. So. The synopsis is Lonnie Hawkins, 2004's #1 golfer, struggles on the back nine of his career to recapture his magic. His body says retire, but his heart says he's not done yet. His ex-wife and his son Lance, golf's new golden boy, knows he's through. But with one more major to win to complete golf's Grand Slam, Lonnie refuses to believe he's anything other than one stroke away from the greatest comeback in golf history. The cast of this is Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, Molly Shannon, and Jimmy Tatro with Chris Parnell. The release date is July 16th, 2026, and it will be out on Netflix.
I just love that Will Ferrell does these like sports movies or shows. Is this a show or?
This is a show.
Yeah. I love that he was a NASCAR driver. He was an ice skater.
He was a basketball player.
He played in a soccer movie, kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
So he kind of goes on the sports tropes, but he just brings a lot of fun to it. I love Molly Shannon, so seeing their
having Will Ferrell and Luke Wilson interact again, because it's like
old school.
Old school is like the most recent one that I remember them being in together. Outside of like, I know Luke Wilson was like a cameo in Anchorman.
Yeah, I was gonna say Anchorman and stuff.
But like this looks more like it'll be like an actual character being played. So that's fun, because obviously we've had Will Ferrell and Owen Wilson a ton.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see Owen Farrell and Luke Wilson. And then you have Jimmy Tatro fucking playing his son, who's just an absolute fucking just ridiculous. He's like perfect for these guys' comedy movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah, it's
Again, it's just...
This is Will Ferrell being Will Ferrell. This is Will Ferrell at his best.
Yeah.
Is in these types of roles where he just plays this absolutely fucking wild character that is not realistic or makes any sense, but he's so good at it, and it just is going to just be a riot of laughter. So I'm very excited for this show.
Yeah. And, you speaking of Owen Wilson, he was just in the golfing show, so
hopefully we'll get some news about season 2 soon. I hope so, because the fucking first season of the show is phenomenal. So.
Yeah, so it's just, I love it. It's, again, another return to comedy talking point here,
Absolutely.
And that's what it feels like, so. I got a focus feature this week, finally, and it came last minute, but...
it did.
I'm a fan of Big Bang Theory, so this is why I put it on here. So I know this might not, be to your liking.
I've never really been a fan of Big Bang Theory, but
anyways, my focus feature is Stuart fails to save the universe. Synopsis goes like this. Comic book store owner Stuart Bloom from the Big Bang Theory returns in a new series where he attempts and apparently fails to save the universe, staying true to his unlucky nature. Cast is Kevin Sussman, Lauren Lapkus, Brian Posehn, and John Ross Bowie. Release date for this is pretty much a week after what your focus feature is July 23rd of this year, and it's going to be on HBO Max.
Nice.
What do you think of the trailer?
Again, I'm not a big fan of this world, but I'm also never going to just like fully say no to anything. Mm-hmm. So while it's not necessarily up my alley, I can see where it could be for some people, and so I'm open. I'm open to the idea of it.
Where this show I think could pick up new fans is that it's not in necessarily real life Big Bang. This is a multiverse essentially.
Gotcha.
where it gets pulled into another universe, and it's really just banking on like comic book nerd things where we saw the Matrix, we saw some Star Wars action in there, so it's just kind of leaning on some tropes on that point. So I'm pretty excited for it. Again, love the Big Bang Theory myself, and just love to see the world grow a little more.
I think the hard part for me is just like not knowing the connection of the characters. Yeah. Because like I don't know who this guy is. Yes. I don't know who Stuart is.
Yeah, Stuart comes on later on. Like he has some cameos early on, but he becomes a bigger character later on.
Okay.
Brian Posehn is again another character that gets introduced later on in the show. So really the biggest character that it's shown in the trailer is John Ross Bowie, who plays Kripke in Big Bang Theory. So so that's really it's kind of its own unique thing in that sense. So it looks like it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it.
Alrighty.
What's in the news?
What's in the news?
We got a few things here. We got The Rivals of Amaziah King. This is a Matthew McConaughey led movie, and it just it's not the movie premise that reminds me of it, but like the filming, the world it's in kind of reminds me of Peanut Butter Falcon. It's just
I can see that.
Yeah,
and
it's not
just
like it's not a city. It's just wooded trees.
Yeah, it makes you. It kind of makes you feel like, and I don't know where it's set, but it makes you feel like it's set somewhere down in like New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, on the bayou, kind of like that type of, or even like Outer Banks. That show. A lot of it is set more like in that type of rural setting. So,
and I just. Obviously, Matthew McConaughey is a phenomenal actor, and he just I'm glued to the screen when he's on there. So this movie just looks good. It just looks good.
Yeah, it looks. I was I was intrigued by it, and then at the same time, I was like, "It's all about bees." Like I was also like confused, but intrigued at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like I'm like. What is the actual full premise here? So it's definitely intriguing, and it's got fucking Matthew McConaughey in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll pretty much watch anything that dude's in.
Exactly. Next up, The Cage.
Fuck you.
What a creepy ass trailer this is. I think more than anything, it's the noises, the music, and sound effects that they use in the trailer.
I think the visuals are pretty fucked up too, Tim.
Yeah.
I think it's the entirety of it. I don't think it's one thing. I think it's everything.
It gives me vibes of The Witch, but
you.
modern day, and I knew this was right up your alley.
100% vibes of the OG Conjuring movie in this as well.
Yeah, Conjuring.
Like, oh.
You love The Conjuring.
I love The Conjuring. I do love that universe. I will be honest with you on that. But fuck this. No.
It looks...
No!
It looks creepy as fuck.
Fuck off with this bullshit that you're always making me try to fucking watch. No!
All right, what do you got?
Fuck! I have nightmares.
I'm going to say this on the podcast. Maybe we should make a rule where you need to watch the trailer and just watch each other's reactions. Like, so if I put something, don't watch it until the show. We won't put it on the show, but just talk about your reaction because your face said everything in that trailer.
That's probably going to be the trailer for the episode. I'll have to mute part of it, but it's just going to be like a muted my face reaction and you laughing. We got East of Eden. We have a new Florence Pugh movie. Yeah, coming out. Yeah. And I mean, fuck, like the trailer for it is just really...
It's ominous.
It's really, you're like, what is going on? You can tell that different parts of it are at different time frames throughout the movie, so it really keeps you kind of guessing. Yeah. Which I like that. And it's set in like way back when, olden times, and I love Florence Pugh. So it looked interesting to me.
Yeah.
Not necessarily one where I'm like, fuck, I can't wait for this, but at the same time, I'm like, this looks good. Like, this looks like one that could like come out and then a couple months later I'll watch it type of thing, and I'm gonna be like, fuck, that was awesome kind of thing. So
yeah, I kind of got the same vibes where it's just like, don't know fully what's going on in the trailer or anything, but it got a great cast in it from what I saw, and Florence Pugh is just great. So just, I'm here for that. Yeah. And I agree with you. I think it's just one that I'm not jumping up for joy, but I'm excited to see.
But it looked good.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're like, oh, this looks solid. It reminds me of like not necessarily tonally or anything, but just kind of like how I felt about it was Train Dreams.
Oh yeah.
And where it was like for like watching the trailer, I was like, oh, this looks really good. But because I think I put it on, I think I put Train Dreams on.
Yeah.
And then it was like, didn't watch it once it came out for a while until we did it for whatever. Yeah, for whatever.
Toaster or Trash.
Toaster or Trash. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Funny enough, I don't know if they're tied in any way, but I was on IMDb and looking up some actors, and there was like something early 2000 East of Eden short. It was just like 15-minute something, really? And it said East of Eden, and then I saw this on there. I was like, wonder if they're tied.
Well, I know this is based off of like a book that was titled the same thing. So.
Yeah, so maybe.
Possibly. Next up, we have Grown Ups 3 has officially been announced at Netflix. It's in the works, and Adam Sandler and friends are set to return. So which of all of the friends? Still up in the air, but that makes me feel like the primary. Yeah. Chris Rock, fucking Kevin James,
Rob Schneider.
Thank you. Yeah.
David
Spade. I feel like that core group of 5 should be back. Hopefully the wives
these movies.
It really makes me wonder what this one will be about.
Yeah.
And all these years later, like what they could potentially, all their oldest kids, they're doing like college. So they do like a multi-family college road trip or something. Yeah. It would be kind of cool. Or they're like going to different colleges.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just like spitballing. But regardless, these
I
movies are fucking awesome. So I'm here for pretty much anything Adam Sandler.
Exactly.
And finally, we have a last entry onto the slide this week is 72 Hours. It's Kevin James movie, or sorry, Kevin Hart movie. And he gets messaged by what seems like random people or maybe some people he knew at one point that were younger than him. Or I don't know exactly, but
I think it was a mistaken like phone number.
Oh, mistaken phone number.
Text.
Yeah, something. Yeah, and he gets texted about like coming to this dude's bachelor party, and he goes and he's 40 and they're all like in their mid 20s, and it looks like some crazy shit happens, and it feels very like Project X meets The Hangover style kind of thing. Hangover. So I'm excited for it. It looks good. It's another just Kevin Hart fucking funny bullshit movie.
Again, just off the rails comedy on the rise again. And
love
that's
that.
what this feels like.
That.
So
yeah.
I'm excited for that too.
Absolutely.
We got a special segment of the week, and it is Small Screen Sampler. And I asked for you to watch Man on Fire, the brand new show on Netflix. What did you think?
Boy, am I glad you did ask me to watch this. First episode, dude. The first fucking 2 minutes of the episode had me fucking hooked. I'm only through. I literally just started watching it, I think like Thursday. Mm-hmm. Just because, again, my week was pretty fucking wild. So I was a little behind on most of my shit, but like I didn't even watch Smack or Raw until Wednesday.
Oh damn!
Right?
Yeah.
So, which is not usual for me. So I'm only probably like 15 minutes into the second episode right now.
Okay.
But it is fantastic, and one thing that I like, because I know like this is this based off a book?
It's based off a book.
Based off a book, yeah. And then there was I know there was Denzel's movie of it. I don't know what the other one was.
There was like an 89 movie.
Yeah, okay.
So
but
and have you seen Denzel's?
I've seen it, but it's been so long that I remember very little. Okay. So like watching this is a fresh take on it for me, which is really cool for me, because I'm like, there's literally parts of this where I'm like, fuck, was that in the Denzel movie or is this new to this? So, like I literally can't remember, in which I'm like, I actually kind of like, I'm here for that, because like I'm not sitting here comparing it, which is kind of nice. So I just was it Yahya Abdul Mateen, I think is his name. Yeah. He's so fucking good, dude. He was great in Wonder Man. He's great so far in this. Mm-hmm. Bobby Cannavale is showing up fucking everywhere and everything we're watching. It seems like, and I love it. He's such a good actor. So far, I'm just like, I'm hooked, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like I'm excited to drive home from your house today, because I'm gonna have it on my phone while I'm driving. So don't worry, I'm safe. I'm not just staring at my phone. I just have it so I can hear it. Yeah. But yeah. So
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's an awesome show so far. What about you?
So I had not seen Denzel's movie until this week. So I did watch it prior to watching this. So I've done a little comparing. I'm 2 episodes in. I've watched 2 episodes of this movie, and so far it's separating itself well enough. And
is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like shot for shot, same thing. So what I will say is, so far I'm enjoying the show more than the movie.
Oh, that's good.
And
cool.
The movie was good. It was just like, it's not my typical movie that I like. It was.
I remember like it being good at the time, right? Yeah. Like it was like, fuck, this is awesome. It's another Denzel
It's very early 2000s. It felt like that. It was just like the camera work.
Well, that was a little Dakota Fanning too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Little Dakota.
Yeah, she was like 7 years old or some shit in that movie.
Yeah.
So
it was a good movie. I did enjoy it, but this, like, my attention wasn't grabbed in that initially. It was a slow burn, and I enjoyed it. This grabbed my attention out the gate. It did go into a little slow burn through the rest of the episode until the end, and it ended in a bang. Wink.
Yeah.
But no, I thought the first 2 episodes of this has been great. It's just the right amount of brutal, the violence that it has shown. Yeah. But it does have, I like to kind of compare the two freshly in my head and just go, oh, I could see the characters are similar, but different storylines going on. So I'm enjoying it. I cannot wait to finish the show. It's 7 episodes on Netflix right now. And
are they all out?
Yeah, they're all out right now.
Okay.
And so far, really enjoying it. All the characters have brought something to it. And I'm enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
And that's going to bring us to the Blockbusters question of the week. And this is going to tie both our worlds together here.
Sure is.
And my question is, how many WWE studio movies or WWE films, like they've gone through several name changes, but WWE Studios is the last one they landed on. So the question is, how many WWE studio movies have you seen? And what is your favorite one of the ones that you have seen?
The second half of this question is the easiest part for me. The first part, I was like, fuck, how many have I seen? And it turns out, like, I haven't seen that many, honestly.
Yeah, there's like 58 WWE studio movies.
And like some that you don't even realize were, like Scorpion King.
Yeah, I did not.
It was released under WWF at the time, I think, like WWF films. Right? So it was like Scorpion King, and then... Walking Tall and The Rundown, I didn't realize were WWE films either.
Yeah.
And all three of those were like real fucking close to my top once I realized that. Like I actually had to like look up and research. I was like, what are the WWE films? Yeah. There's a lot that are things that I didn't fucking realize too. But also a ton of them that I have not seen. So I think I counted 9 that I've actually watched.
Okay.
And that was like The Marine and the Marine 2. I think I watched 12 Rounds, and I'm pretty sure I watched the 12 Rounds too. That was the Randy Orton one. Yeah. Right? And then it was like Scorpion King, Walking Tall, The Rundown, and The Condemned. Yeah. Well, I guess See No Evil.
Yeah.
So maybe 10. Whatever. Yeah. Hands down, inarguably, the number one for me is The Condemned.
Okay, all right.
That movie was so fucking good. I thought it was very unique at that point. It felt very like what the... I mean, it's like an action movie version of a fucking Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble, right? Yeah. Like where it's just like these, probably more Battle Royal because everybody starts together, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny because like the video game, one of my favorite video games is PUBG, which was like one of the original Battle Royal video games where like everyone drops in and you're just fending for yourself. You're looting, trying to get the best gear, and then trying to kill people and be the last one standing. And that's what this movie was.
Yeah.
Right? So it was stone cold in what, to me, I remember being his first acting role. I don't know if it actually was his first or not, but it was like his first leading
first
role,
leading,
I think.
For sure.
And it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was just such a good movie. And I feel like I also remember that being one of the first ones that was like fully marketed as a WWE movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was like this, See No Evil, The Marine. They all came out like within, 1 or 2 years of each other. At least I'm pretty sure Condemned was like 06.
I want to say, yeah.
See No Evil was like 07, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, is
you know what I mean?
They were very
They
close.
were all right in that area, and it was one that was like first promoted really heavily as a WWE film, but it didn't feel like it was.
Yeah.
It felt like it was like a legitimate full-blown, like a fucking Jerry Bruckheimer action movie or some shit, right? Now, that being said, I didn't know that Scorpion King and Walking Tall and The Rundown were all technically WWE films because they were not promoted.
Yeah.
To at least my recollection of it. Like, they weren't like...
They were heavily promoted because it had wrestlers in it.
They were promoted... They were promoted on the shows.
Yeah, but not...
But like the commercials, the trailers for them that you were just seeing...
Yeah.
Like, when you were watching another show... And it just showed a commercial for it. I don't remember it being as heavily marketed as a WWE product.
Yeah, 100%.
As The Condemned or The Marine or See No Evil. Yeah. Because that was like early days of WWE really getting into film was those three. And then like that was like when they were like heavily pushing their film studio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Yeah. Condemned, I think, hands down for me, is my favorite of all of those. And that's saying something because I love the Rundown. Walking Tall is one of my favorite Dwayne Johnson films. Yeah. Scorpion King is obviously phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
Yeah,
I know your list of the ones you've seen is probably significantly higher than mine.
No, actually, it's less.
What?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
It's 7. 7.
You've only seen 7 of them?
Yep. And you're going to kill me.
What?
You're going to kill me. But I've seen bits and parts, but I have not seen the Rundown in the entirety.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, you need to watch that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, never mind. Shut up.
So 7 movies. I've seen The Marine, Scorpion King, Walking Tall, Fighting with My Family, The Call, See No Evil, and The Condemned. Those are the 7 that I've seen.
Wait, say it again.
The Marine, Scorpion King, Walking Tall, Fighting with My Family, The Call, See No Evil, and The Condemned.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought I'd seen way more, and then I was going
through... Did you not say 12 rounds?
No.
You've never watched 12 rounds?
No, and what
really?
I don't know why. I don't know, because I remember it was either
Marine
Nathan
2?
or something saying, "Oh, dude, it is way better than The Marine," and I don't know why I haven't gone around to see it. So
interesting. That's interesting.
Looking through this list, I was like, okay, adding to my to be watched on all these. So, but Rundown's at the top of the list because I know you've talked highly about it in previous shows and everything.
Well, I was going to say, okay, that's going to be your toasted or trash for next week, but we're not doing the show together next week.
Anyways, going on to my favorite, and this was really hard with the ones that I did watch because, like you, I have Walking Tall pretty high on this list, and The Condemned, The Call. All these minus The Marine, I think are pretty solid. But I'm going with Fighting with My Family. It's the wrestling world.
Yeah.
It has Vince Vaughn in it. It got The Rock. It's about Paige. And I don't know, it was a feel good movie, and I really, really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
So it might be, it's not super recent, obviously. It came out a while ago, but I haven't watched The Condemned in so many years, and I do hold Condemned really high.
Yeah.
Especially because I think The Marine came out first, and I was like, well, if this is what WWE films are going to be, what is The Condemned? And then Condemned took me by surprise. Yeah. So, but yeah, Fighting with My Family is what I went with as my favorite.
Hell yeah.
And that wraps up episode 102.
102? I spit a little out, so I had some left.
Cheers. Cheers.